In 1969, humanity went to the moon with less computing power than a modern toaster. In 2026, we're going back with the power of a supercomputer. But is it just a better rocket or a completely different game? For decades, a persistent narrative has claimed the Apollo landings were a Cold War stage play. Skeptics point to the lack of stars and the fluttering flag. To them, 1969 was a masterpiece of Hollywood, not NASA. However, the scientific community views it differently. They point to the retro-reflectors left on the lunar surface that still bounce laser back to the Earth today.
We use it to measure the distance to the moon by measuring the amount of time it takes light to travel to the moon and come back. We can measure the distance to an accuracy as good as a millimeter.
A millimeter?
A millimeter.
Was 1969 a miracle of analog engineering or a Cold War stage play? The records suggest a leap of faith that changed everything. The technical divide is staggering. The Apollo guidance computer operated on mere 0.04 MHz. In contrast, the Orion spacecraft for Artemis 2 utilizes high-speed, radiation-hardened processors capable of millions of instructions per second. While Apollo required manual input for every maneuver, Artemis features AI-driven avionics that can self-correct the flight path in real time. Apollo relied on analog S-band radio static filled and slow. Artemis 2 will debut the O2O optical system using infrared lasers to beam back 4K live video at 60 megabits per second. Apollo astronauts literally used a sextant, a 15th century sailor's tool, to navigate by the stars. Artemis uses autonomous star trackers and GPS-independent sensors to map lunar terrain with centimeter precision. The intent has shifted. 1969 was a political race to prove superiority. 2026 is an infrastructure mission. We aren't just planting a flag. We are building a lunar gateway to eventually reach Mars. Apollo proved we had the courage to reach the moon. Artemis is proving we have the technology to stay there. But here is the real question. If we finally have the tech to build a permanent base, are we truly prepared for what we might find in the lunar dark? Drop your theories in the comments and subscribe to SciTech Pulse.